Hello there, welcome to my channel. My name is Chris Odogo. In this video, I'll be talking to you about some silly money decisions you make. In a bid to save money, you end up being counterproductive. You end up losing money and wasting your time. So it's important that you check these decisions so that you don't continue, to make a blunder. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please go ahead and subscribe. And don't forget to turn on the notifications so you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. If you're ready for the show, I am ready. So let's dive into it. The first silly money mistake you make is traveling long distances to get a good deal, quote and unquote. So you want to buy something and someone tells you that you can get that item somewhere else at a cheaper rate. And when you check where that place is, you see that it's a long distance. It's very far. But you go there regardless just because you want to save some money. Just because you feel it's cheaper there. But guess what? If you factor in the transportation cost, the time and energy you're going to put into going all the way to get that stuff, you find out that it's not worth it. It's not. Most of the time, getting something within your neighborhood, all right, and getting it elsewhere where it's cheaper, the difference, the margin isn't much. As long as it's in the same town or the same city, the margin isn't so much. But you go all the way because it is cheaper over there. Time is money, all right? When you spend time and energy, you spend resources going all the way just to get it and save a few bucks, I tell you what, you are being counterproductive because you could have used that time, you could have used those resources for better things. But instead, you chose to go all the way to get that item and save just a few bucks. Come on, that isn't so wise. All right, so the next time you want to get into the car or jump on the bus to go get something at a far distance just because it's a few bucks cheaper, think it twice. The second silly money decision you make is prioritizing price over value. So you want to buy something and all you're concerned about is the price. How much is it? That's all you want to know. You don't pay attention to the quality of what you're getting, especially when you have two items, all right? All you focus on is the price. Which one is cheaper? Oh, this is cheaper. I'm going for the cheaper one. I want to save money. I want to save money. Hello? Have you thought of the quality of both items? Have you considered that? If one is more expensive, there's a very high chance that it is more valuable. There's a very high chance that it is of higher quality. Although that isn't always the case. Just because an item is less expensive doesn't automatically make it better than a less expensive one. But most of the time, when you have two items and they are not exactly the same, they serve the same purpose, but they're not exactly the same, and one is higher, there's a high chance that the more expensive one is more valuable. It offers more value. Okay. So before you make that buying decision just because one is cheaper, how about you compare both of them? Compare their features, compare the things you can do with them, compare their durability. You want to have a product that will last, a product that will give you maximum value, not just a cheaper product. Okay, so don't be in a hurry to choose the cheaper one. Always consider the value, consider the quality of what you're getting. If you're just concerned about price, I tell you what, you might end up buying very affordable things, very cheap things that don't last. At the end of the day, you'll have to spend more money going to get more stuff, replacing them because all the stuff you bought were cheap, and because they were cheap, of course, they can't be compared to the other ones that were more valuable. So be sure that you find a correlation between price and value before making your next purchase. The third silly money decision you make is spending all your earnings without saving a dime. So you've just earned some money and before you know it, the money is gone. You keep spending and spending without saving anything. Come on. You have to save some money for the rainy day. You have to save for emergencies. If you don't save money, you put yourself in a very tight corner when unforeseen circumstances arise. Okay. Don't just spend and spend. Cultivate a habit of saving. And the thing with saving money is that you don't have to save so much at once. Little drops of water make an ocean. So you can start with saving little by little. Take baby steps. Okay. If you save a little amount of money, like every month in a year, it will amount to something substantial, something that would, help you solve one or two financial problems. All right. So if you are spending your money, spending your salary, your earnings, whatever it is, without saving, that is a terrible money decision. Okay. Because yes, you don't want to save because you feel like you have pressing needs that can't wait. You need to solve all of them. I tell you what, if you don't save when unforeseen circumstances arise, and I tell you what, they will arise because they are inevitable, such as life, you will be in a very, very difficult corner. You will be so disturbed, you'll be almost frustrated because you won't have any money that you can use to solve the problem. And then you begin to run, helter-skelter, trying to look for money and all of that. You don't need that drama, okay? Ensure that when you get some money, keep some aside in your savings before spending so that you don't spend everything you have and have nothing left to save. The fourth money mistake you make is borrowing money to get non-essential things. And by non-essential things, I mean things you don't really need. Why should you borrow money and get yourself into debt when you don't really need that item? It means that you can do without it. If it's not a basic need, you can do without it. So instead of getting yourself into debt, how about you just manage what you have, make do with what you have so you don't pile up your debt? Okay, you need to be able to itemize, to identify your needs and differentiate them from your wants. It's not prudent that you borrow money to satisfy your wants. Okay, you are just getting yourself into debt, and that isn't good at all because the repercussions in the long run aren't favorable to you. All right, so if you can't afford a non-essential need, how about you just wait it out? Just wait until you can afford it, because you borrowing money to get it doesn't make your life any easier. It doesn't. All right. Yes, you're going to enjoy the pleasures of having it, have fun while you have it, but someone has to pay for it. Remember, you don't even have the money right now. So you're already spending money that you haven't earned. Yes. So when the money comes eventually, it won't be enough to cater to your needs, because if you're responsible, you have to pay your debts. So instead of borrowing money for non-essential things, make sure that you use the money you have to cater to your essential needs that will, help you get through, pending when you get more money that you can use to, take good care of yourself. Your money decisions impact your life greatly because they determine the quality of life you build for yourself. If you're able to make good decisions, it means that you'll be able to manage your resources effectively. I made a video titled Little Things You Spend Money On Without Even Realizing It. You'll be shocked at the things you spend money on without even knowing it. Okay, you can check out the video right here. My name is Chris Odogo, and I had a good time making this video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please go ahead and subscribe, and don't forget to turn on the notifications so you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. See you in the next one.